Alright, welcome back. Time for the final match. We are on the play. Got a pretty bad hand. Mulligan this. This hand is not great, but I think for Mulligan it's pretty good, since mulliganing heavily kind of hurts Scapeshift a lot. We have Search with a source to cast it, and Tribe Elder if we find a land. We have 26 lands and get a Scry to find the second land. Gonna bottom that. We even can like miss one land drop because we're gonna play Search next turn anyway, most likely, so let's see how we are doing. This looks like green-black Tron. Yep, it is. And we didn't get a land drop, so that's not great. This series is just not going well for me. All my brewing attempts with Relia have been very mediocre lately. I should maybe stick to what I know works. These brews are really... This brewing is really not working well. And yeah, it's kind of ironic that we lost a bunch of games to heavy floods in the other matches, just to now lose to a screw with the same deck that is playing so much mana. That is just... The game is just mocking us right now. At least we get to play our Tribe Elder. And still no land off the top. This is absurd. At least we have Remand to defend ourselves against something like a Karn for a bit, and hopefully finally find lands. No, we don't. Instead we find a Search for Tomorrow that we cannot cast at the moment. Mockery level infinite. At least we have a pass for potential Wormcoil Engine, so that might be a little bit of consolation. There's a Karn. Or is it? Probably. No. Ugin. Even worse. Oh no, Worldbreaker. Oh jeez. Now we're getting like torn to pieces. Wow. This is clearly not going our way. Fetch a basic forest to hopefully play our Search. If we draw a land we can suspend and have Remand open. Or not. Let's see. Yep, I kind of expected that. At least we found a land. So that's nice. Means we get to pass the Worldbreaker and Remand whatever else he does. So we are still alive at least. Fetch a Hallowed Fountain. Pass this guy. Worldbreaker is so brutal when you're screwed. Especially against Scapeshift. Something big to Remand. Ballista? No, just Karn. Yay, we have Cryptic for Karn next turn, so we actually might get somewhere. We are not dead yet. Oblivion Stone really is not particularly impressive. We might actually get there. This would be pretty cool. Let's hope Karn is the last impactful thing he has. Then we can Snapcast or Search next turn to ramp ourselves into combo range, or just bring to light Kodama's Reach actually. So kind of have to deal him 1 more damage or get to 8. He just has another Karn. That is rough beats though. Yeah. That makes it a bit tough. Get Breeding Pool, Tribe Elder, and pass. That's okay, we just exile this. Warm Coil Engine. Can pass the exile that, so that's good. Another Oblivion Stone. That's alright. Okay. Pass the exile is really pulling his weight, its weight in this matchup over Lightning Bolt. I mean, Bolt on Karn would have been pretty good too, but we might have just died to the Word Breaker already by that point. And bring to light for Kodama's Rage might make the difference. Gonna hit him for 1, and Karn not at all. But at least we get him to 18, and then can like bring to light for Kodama's Reach. I'm gonna have to exile the Scapeshift, unfortunately. Oh no, he's aggressively land destructing, that's also fine actually. Makes our life a little easier. Not sure why he put the Fate counter on this. He should have put the Feint counter on Oblivion Stone itself. That made no sense. Yeah, that was not smart. Well, I'll take it. Yep, basic island. And then he just has another Oblivion Stone. That's alright, that doesn't do anything. Alright, get a Kodama's Reach, and then we actually win, as it seems. I mean, he can destroy a land, that's kind of good, but only kind of. Play it, get a couple of basics, play the island, and pass the turn. Oh, no, we can actually also play the plains. Which means if we top deck a land, we win the game. We need a green land actually, that's a problem. He's gonna hit our green land. Might have been good to play the second forest after all I thought about it. And situations like that make you want the second basic forest. Because yeah, now we have Scapeshifts, but no green. And then he's gonna eat away at our hand. There's a green. So we have like 1 turn to draw an untapped green. Basically he's gonna eat one of our Scapeshifts. And then we basically wanna draw a green, otherwise he's gonna destroy our green again. Come on, green off the top for the win, please. Luck one time after we had so much bad luck in the series. This is not green. This is not what we wanted. Maybe we should have kept it in hand. Wasn't sure, I kind of expected him to go for the forest anyway. So maybe it would have been better to hold it in hand, just in case he doesn't go for the land. Yeah, that would have been better, because it can't fetch green anyway. I guess he didn't go for the land because we played it, because he expects a second forest, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. And then it's safer to take our last hand card, so we cannot top deck a second green to win if we have a Scapeshift in hand. But yeah, this game is pretty over. Like, we can draw Bring to Light, that's like our only option. And he's probably just gonna exile our Stomping Ground so we can't Bring to Light. Yep, that's it. Maybe should have held the Steam Vents in hand so he is inclined to +4. That was a pretty close one. So we want Negate, Crumble, and I think that's about it, yep. And we don't want Ras, and I think 2 pass is fine. Or maybe just no repeal, because repeal doesn't do a lot here. I think that seems appropriate. Gonna play first. It's a pretty solid hand against Tron. Okay, so I think I want to just fetch a breeding pool and suspend Search for Tomorrow, because I don't think we're gonna remand on turn 2 here. As expected. Alright, so another fetch land and pass. This time we're gonna make sure that we have enough green sources in play. Gonna remand that just to cycle, but first I'll fetch for the second breeding pool, and then gonna remand that now that he's cycled away all his spheres. Especially because we can potentially Cryptic it next turn to keep him off of Tron for longer. Get a basic island. There's our Scapeshift already, so this game is looking really good for us. He has another green. And then we just Cryptic draw his Scrying, given that we have a second one. If I only had one Cryptic, I would probably let it resolve. Because you never know if he just has Tron anyway, maybe, or like another way to get it. But now we just want to buy time and cycle. Okay, so what we can do here is this to get a forest, play this, get back a Misty, and have Cryptic open and combo next turn. So that looks pretty good. Yep, this game is over right now, especially because Rallier is gonna deal the last damage. Okay. Counter draw. And game over. Oh, even Bring to Light as redundancy and more stuff. Okay, so we even have 8, so we could even kill without the attack. Alright. Yeah, and if he has Warping Whale, we just play another. And he scoops. That went a lot better than game 1. Let's hope the next one goes the same way. I think we might actually want that against a Warping Whale, at least one, over like a pass probably. That seems reasonable. To have like a little more protection. Since we are not that likely to die to beatdown anyway. And we have Bring to Light for pass if we need to. Descent is a bit lackluster. But I think between having sufficient mana and to Bring to Lights and a negate, I'm inclined to keep it, since the negate can protect us from like the initial problem. And I think I'm gonna play a tapped Cinderglade into fetch Hallowed Fountain, I think, to set up Bring to Light and negate cryptic stuff. He has his Tron assembled. Let's hope he doesn't have Worldbreaker, since the rest we can negate. Oh, Crumble. That is really good. So we want to play this next turn to make sure we can definitely crumble on turn 4. If... Okay, that's really slow. Another... Not sure why he fetched another tower with Scrying. That is so weird. Definitely gonna negate this. It's really weird that he like slow rolls his Tron there, but that's good for us. Alright. Negate that. Tribe Elder is really nice here. Helps us to Bring to Light and cryptic and stuff. So that's pretty good. So we could have Bring to Light it for Crumble, but we're gonna have Crumble the natural way, so... Still really confused by him doing what he did. Alright. Get a basic island. And... yeah, then play a tapped Stomping Ground and hit his versus tower. And see how that goes for him. Alright, tower, tower, and the tower from his hand that he for some reason chose to take. So no Karn for him in a while. And this game should be ours. Finally. At least we get to win our last match. Against even a pretty relevant deck. So... gonna play Search for tomorrow. Would like Cryptic backup. Gonna get another forest just in case. And that also means kind of cryptic draw here. And if we draw a land, we can deal enough damage next turn. Or if we draw a Tribe Elder. That also does the trick. I guess we drew the land and the Tribe Elder. Oh. Green and red. Tribe Elder. Got a land. And here green, white, red, blue, blue. Get Scapeshift and win. And he scooped. Alright. At least here we managed to pull a win. But yeah, the loss against Affinity was pretty unfortunate, I would say. Game 1 is something that you usually lose in that matchup, I think, but losing game 2 in the fashion we did was very like disappointing and not the way this matchup usually goes. So I'm not too unhappy or concerned with how the Affinity matchup went. But yeah, the Death Shadow aggro seems like kinda nightmarish. Having like a super fast clock with like a heavy hitter on turn 2 and so much discard disruption to like keep us from winning makes it really hard. I should make it really hard for Scapeshift to win. So not sure. Like yeah, but like I said, I won and lost one off camera. I won against GB Tron off camera in like very easy fashion. That matchup is really easy. And lost to Ad Nauseam, which is not a likely matchup to face, but a really bad one because they have Pact as protection and combo faster than we do, and have some discard post sideboard, so that matchup is not great, probably. But yeah, Renegade Rallier just overall doesn't feel that great and is not as nice as I hoped it might be in this deck. But yeah, I mean, Scapeshift doesn't seem that poor, given that it also made top 8, I think, of the recent Grand Prix in Brisbane, or at least finished pretty well. I think it made top 8, similar version. So the deck might have some more potential right now outside of the problematic Death Shadow matchup, given that the format is like pretty balanced and slowed down to a point where this deck can like keep up again, since before where the format was kind of a turn 3 format, Scapeshift was just too slow. So maybe Scapeshift can like kind of come back now and try to do something, especially if the amount of Death Shadow is not that high in the tournament that you play in. Like if you don't expect that much Death Shadow aggro, Scapeshift might actually be an interesting choice. But if you expect a lot of Death Shadow aggro, it's probably the last thing you want to be playing. As I said, and as also we saw in the games, the matchup feels pretty bad. Alright, that's it for this time. I'm gonna like try to get back to some more trusted decks and find something nice for future videos to record with. I'm definitely done with failing with random brew attempts for now. So that's it from me for this time. As usual, please like and subscribe if you still enjoyed watching me experiment, brew, and fall on my face. And follow me on social media for more future updates. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.